Did you?
Yeah, press
Did
it.
you record it?
Yes.
Hello world. Hope you guys are good. This is Robo, your guitar instructor, Sound Factory. Sammy. Hello world. Hope you guys are good. This is Robo, your guitar instructor, Sound Factory Studio. I hope you guys are doing very great. It's a new year. Trust me, we're going to have amazing stuff on this channel. All the beautiful lessons that you want. To all the people that support us in America, United States, in the UK, Canada, in Africa. My Nigerian friends, bros, how you do now? This year is going to be very amazing. Okay, so today I'm going to share some few stuff that as a guitarist you need to know in terms of chord routines and some stuff we call relative major and relative minor, and some extensions you can add to your play to sound very amazing. Let's get to the lesson. If you are new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you can get every single update that we put on the channel. And also, if you have anything that you want this channel to teach you, so long as music stuff are related, put it in the comment section and give us a thumbs up. Let's get into the lesson. So before I start the main lesson, there's a little theory I want to show to most musicians. This does not matter if you're a guitarist or a trumpeter. It's a general music theory. Most people are used to the diatonic scale or the diatonic notes. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But before you move from 1 to 2, there is a note in between. Before you get to 3, there is a note. 4 to 5, there is a note. Before you move from 5 to 6, there is a note. Then from 6 to 7, there is a note. Then, so if you study the pattern, it's only at 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 that are joined together. But for each position, there is a note. That is when you are playing a diatonic scale or a major scale. Okay, but I want to talk about chromatic movements. Many people don't know some of the technical names we give to chromatic stuff. You get it? So there's this vowel sequence that I talk about. If you are moving to the right, you use the vowel E. That's E. So do. Do is still dominating, so we use the E to add to the do. That becomes D. So do. I'm playing the key of C. I'm playing the major scale, but I'm now going to work it in the chromatic positioning. So do, D, before you get to Re. Then from Re you move to Re, and then Mi. So if you study all the sounds that are going, you hear the word E, 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 E throughout. Do, D, Re, Re, Mi, Fa, Fi, So, La, Li, Ti, and then back to Do. But sometimes people get it wrong. They say stuff like Do, D, Re, Mo, wrong. So long as you're moving to your right, you can never use the word or. It will always be E. So Do, D, Re, Re, Mi, Fa, Fi, So, Z. We didn't say C because this stuff was developed by Italians and they don't normally say C. They say Z. That's why we didn't say So, C, but we use Z, La, Li, Ti, and then Do. So that is when you are moving to your right. But when you are moving to your left, we use the vowel sound or the sound O. We use O. That's why you have Do, Ti, Ti, To, because Ti with O becomes To. Then La, La with become lo, so and so. Fa and mi is already joined. Then mi, mo, re, and ro, do. So it's very wrong in a professional context to say do, di, re, mo, mi. It's do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, so, zi, la, li, ti, do. And moving to your left, you use also do, ti, to, la, lo, so, fa, mi, mo, re, ro, do. So that's why it's easy to play do, re, re. And it's also easy to play do, re, mi, mo, re. So when you're moving from mi, you can say mo, but you can't say mi, re, re. And neither can you not say do, re, mo. No. It's mo will only come when you're moving to your left. Do, re, mi, mo, re. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. Let's get to the main lesson. Okay, so this is how it works. Every major has a relative minor, and every relative minor has a major. For example, if we choose a chord like D major, that is on the 5th fret, 5th string. Okay, that's D major. To find a relative minor, you count 3 steps or 3 semitones back from the pivot. So you don't start counting from the D. So after D, you have 1, 2, 3. That is the relative minor of D. Of D major, that will be B minor. So D major relative minor is B minor. But this is the trick. If we play D minor, you realize that when we play the D major, we had do, mi, so, do. There wasn't any 6 or la. That is, it was. So if you are playing the B minor, you realize there's a 6 playing that role. So therefore, if you play a complete minor chord, it cannot be the relative minor of this major. Therefore, we have to play a minor 7th. So when we play a B minor 7th, that will be the relative major of D major. A B minor 7th will be the relative minor of D major. Because the notes that you find here, mi, do, so, mi, and do. That is a major, but mi, do, so, mi, la, relative minor. So anytime you have a major chord, the relative minor will be 3 steps back from your pivot after the key 1, 2, 3. So if I choose E major, the relative minor will be 1, 2, 3, which will be C sharp minor or E flat minor 7. Now let's take a minor chord. If I choose a minor chord, let's say I play C minor. The relative major would be, we will count 2 steps, 3 steps forward from C. So you have 1, 2, 3, and that will be E flat major. So the relative major of C minor is E flat major. But remember that if we play it like a minor chord without playing as a minor 7th, we will have strange notes. That is the 6, and it will break the rule of how the major chord was. There's no 6 when you play the major chord. Therefore, for it to sound perfect, you have to play a minor 7th instead of a minor chord. Now the last scenario is a diminished chord. Normally, if you play a diminished chord, being it a diminished or a diminished seventh, whatever, it doesn't have any relative. Whatever you turn, it will still be a diminished chord. Just that it also works with that 3 degrees back, 3 semitones back or forward, depending. So if, for example, I played D diminished 7 and I count 1, 2, 3, that will be the next relation.